Happy crying, why does it happen? Crying is often associated with emotions like anger, frustration, or sadness. When you think of happiness, you almost certainly don't think of tears. But have you ever heard of the term happy tears? You might have even experienced it. In a 2018 study, 68% of participants reported that a happy or positive event caused them to tear up. Happy crying is a common occurrence, and it's perfectly normal. If you are curious about why exactly it occurs, listen up. The science behind happy tears. Scientists and researchers have long sought to understand why people cry when experiencing joy or happiness. Crying, which is typically associated with feelings of frustration, anger, or sadness, can be confusing to witness on a joyous occasion, but it happens often. Over the decades, scientists and researchers have devised theories to explain why happy crying occurs. You have repressed feelings. An early theory suggested that this happened as a result of repressed feelings. This meant that people who cried when experiencing something joyous had underlying feelings of sadness they hadn't addressed. Many researchers have countered these theories over the years, but it appears to be one of the earliest attempts to understand why we cry when we are happy. Crying may regulate your body. Tears contain enzymes, lipids, electrolytes, and metabolites. But emotional tears might also include other proteins and hormones. It is hypothesized that release of stress hormones like prolactin and leukotriene may help regulate the body's physical and emotional homeostasis. Stress hormones may help calm you and regulate your mood. It fosters vulnerability and social connection. Crying in any scenario could also be our way of showing vulnerability as human beings. When we cry, we signal to others to empathize with us. This happens when we cry because of a happy or sad event. Scientists believe that crying is a way of establishing a social connection with other people. You feel powerless over your emotions. Yet another theory proposed by the scientists Michelli and Castelfranchi suggests that all types of crying stem from perceived feelings of frustration, helplessness, and surrender. It helps you manage intense emotions. Crying almost feels inevitable when experiencing a strong emotion, whether it's joy, frustration, or anger. While you might not always allow your tears free fall, you often feel them coming on. Some research suggests that this is because crying can help you manage strong emotions. When you cry, it feels like you are expelling some of these emotions. As such, while you might be experiencing a happy or joyous occasion, you might find the emotion overwhelming. Crying helps you release some of this emotion. Benefits of crying. Crying for any reason has a slew of benefits to both your mental and physical well-being. Some of the most common benefits of crying include: it's a stress reliever. Research shows that crying could potentially relieve stress. Keeps your eyes clean. Crying is like giving your eyes a good wash from the inside from time to time. Some research shows that tears contain lysozyme, a chemical that has antimicrobial properties. It boosts your mood. Whether you are crying because of joy or pain, crying has been proven to be a mood booster. Can help you sleep better. Some research suggests that crying could potentially aid your sleep. In a 2016 study, researchers found that babies who cried before they slept better. A word from Very Well. It's established that happy crying is a perfectly normal thing to do. Not only is it common, but it also has a slew of benefits for our physical and emotional well-being. So the next time you feel the tears coming on after receiving some good news, don't hold back, let the tears flow.